Brewery travelers, welcome back. We're in Florida again today, and Mike, we had a fun day yesterday.
We had a fun day yesterday. We absolutely did. We went to 3 different breweries.
We did, but I got to tell you, we went to Winter Garden, Florida, and we had done a show in Winter Garden, and that was Crooked Can. We did it earlier.
Yes.
And I thought that was Winter Garden.
It is what Winter Garden. Absolutely.
But Mike, that's not all of Winter Garden.
Winter Garden is much larger than you first realized that it is. It is a town that is just west of Orlando as you go up the Florida Turnpike. And because we knew of Crooked Can and Winter Garden, because we go there frequently, the result was that I never realized Winter Garden went down to the south so far.
Yeah.
And the place we found, the New York Beer Project, is a fairly unique concept.
Well, yeah, I think there's no doubt about it. And you know, if you're going, trust your GPS, because you're going to be going through a neighborhood. I thought we were going to a local bar, Mike.
No question. I thought we were
going to a local bar. When we got there, wasn't it?
Well, as a matter of fact, that area of Winter Garden is very much a residential area. And then you come to where the beer project is, and you know where the beer project is, and it's actually a town center environment.
It is. It's a large retail environment. It's very, very pretty. It has to be fairly new. And then there's this big looking warehouse place with MYBP on there. And oh, wow.
Now, what's important, well, let's talk also about the area, because one of the things when we talk about this being a town center was you think, well, gee whiz, the parking must be, they had a huge parking lot.
Oh, yeah. There's no issues there at all. The New York Beer Project, well, one of the distinctions that we make, Mike, this is a restaurant.
Yes.
That brews its own beer.
Yes.
But it had two separate areas. One was purely restaurant.
Right.
And the other one was, a little bit longer bar, a little bit more bar type seating.
No question. Absolutely. It is truly a restaurant and a brewery in that concept. And this reference to the New York Beer Project, this isn't just a place where they're brewing their own beers. This is a place that they're brewing for other breweries as well. Yes,
contract brewer.
Right.
You're absolutely right. But they had their own beer there, and a lot of them, a lot of variety. Some, everything from the stouts and the porters and the IPAs, very, very standard stuff, all the way to, they had a seltzer or two. They had some sours. They had some stuff for people that are, way younger than us.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Anyway, so we started off. And this is kind of funny, guys. We all, I ordered the version 1. And Ray, our bartender, I asked him, I said, well, hold on. Is there a version 2? Oh, yeah. I said, which one's better? He said, version 1. I said, yeah, you tell everybody that. But because you're trying to get rid of this keg. But I got it. And y'all all got the same thing, something else. Y'all got...
We got the Naughty List.
The Naughty List, which is a black IPA. Now, my beer was like 7.0, and theirs were in the mid-5.
Mid-5, 5.6.
5, okay. 5. Yeah. I got to tell you, we had a little contest there, my beer versus theirs, and my beer was really good. And I'm not sure if it came in second or fourth, because y'all all had the same thing. But the thing is, their black IPA just rocked.
It was a very, very good beer. I also had another IPA. I also had the...
you had the Destination.
Destination IPA, yes.
And I thought it was good, but that was the only battle I won. So, I was happy you got it, because at least I didn't have the worst beer, Mike.
Well, we can debate about that. But that's...
But I got to tell you, there's something else, too. The beer was good. The place is fabulous, and we'll describe that in just a minute. But the food coming by looked so good that all of a sudden we got hungry.
That's right.
Just looking at food and drinking beer, we got hungry.
And in fairness, they have a very large menu. There's a great deal of variety. This was on a Saturday afternoon, and the restaurant was packed. This was like at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
No question about it. So we got, a couple of appetizer type things, and it was fabulous. And Mike, you guys, being from Virginia, follow Virginia basketball, and they had TVs in here that were enormous. And there's a picture we posted on Instagram of the bar with the largest TV right behind it. And we said, hey, if you guys will have the Virginia basketball game, we'll stay all day.
That's right.
But they
we got overruled because there was a pro game.
Yeah, I know there was a pro game, and so we were going to get kicked out. So we love this brewery. We will be going back. But we left, and we went to
the next beer place. It was Home State Brewing.
Home State Brewing, which is about 2 miles or so from there. It's close. It was almost the exact opposite. This was a corner of a little strip mall type thing, and it was small, Mike.
It was small, but it was crowded also.
We had to line up to order beer.
We were surprised, actually.
Yeah,
we anticipated it was a lot more calmer environment, but they were really hopping there.
They were hopping. And I got to tell you, the beer menu here was eclectic is a word. It was also somewhat complex. I had, and I love these names, I had a Doppelbock, which is a tried and true traditional style from Germany, called Make Like a Tree. And I tried, and I was very still the whole time. Y'all got some other stuff.
Bev and I got an IPA.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Bev got, I know one of her beers was a Vienna Lager, which was good.
You're absolutely right, yes.
Barbara got one called, this place is not exactly standard beer. Yeah. She got one called Symbiosis, and it was a 5% beer, 5.0, and it was coffee, it was hazelnut, it had a little bit of porter in there. It was a brown beer, and oh, Mike, it was good.
It was good. It was good. We've talked about the size of this, but it was cool yesterday, so we chose to stay inside.
We did.
But there was a very large patio on the outside, partially covered, and that in a warmer weather would be really a fabulous place to be able to go.
Well, Mike, you're exactly right. I'm glad you brought it up. I'm going to take one step back and say that New York Beer Project had an outside area too, but it was tiny. It was almost just a small, like 6x6 square area with a table. But at Home State, it was nice.
Yes, it was, and I'm very sure they had part of it covered. But there was an area out there that in spring and fall and midwinter was a little bit warmer than yesterday. Sitting out there would be fabulous.
Oh yeah. But we had a third brewery to go that we wanted to go to, so we only had one beer.
Right.
And then we got in the car and rode the back of our designated driver over to Persimmon
Hollow, yes.
But we've already done a show on Persimmon Hollow, but we didn't go to the one by Lake Eola. We went to one there in Winter Garden, which is about 3 miles away.
Actually, Persimmon Hollow has 4 different breweries.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's one in DeLand, there's one in Port Orange, there's one in Winter Garden that we went to, and the one at Lake Eola we've been to before.
Well, I got to tell you that I'm glad they're spreading their beer around because it's pretty good.
It is good beer. We've always liked the IPA there.
Well, you know what, Mike? I went with a porter. 3 wise guys.
Right.
Sounded very mafioso. I don't know, but I did. And I got to tell you, wow, it was good.
You know what? If you had the 3 wise guys, we ought to talk about that wrench again.
Yeah, but
I was a porter that I had somewhere else.
Yeah, I got to tell you, yesterday was a fun day. It was exciting in that things were so close. And the beer was all so good. We didn't go from a good beer place to an average beer place.
No, we didn't.
We didn't do that.
We did.
Now, if we head back down there, I probably want to do the same thing again.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And if we can find a 4th one, I'm not sure we could take a 4th one.
As a matter of fact, one of the comments we should make is that this is actually our 3rd show on Orlando and our 2nd one on Winter Garden.
Yeah, that's true.
Central Florida has lots of craft breweries, and they're all reasonably close together. So it's just a great place to, especially if you're here for the first time, take a look at our channel because we can tell you about all kinds of breweries throughout Orlando.
He's exactly right. And we have in mind coming up with a show and providing links by area, by highway, by wherever. And we're working on that. We're going to develop it, and we're going to put it out there. Another thing to mention, Mike, Persimmon Hollow is a Craft Tap member.
Yes, it is.
And that really, really urged me to have even more.
I think again, because you may not have seen other shows, we better explain that Craft Tap is a opportunity to buy one get one free at multiple breweries in an area once you join the Craft Tap.
That's right. And just like you and Bev, Barbara and I are members, so I can get her a free beer, she can get me a free beer, and
that's right.
Everybody's happy.
That's right.
But yesterday, at Third Brewery, we kind of did one and came on.
That's right. That's right.
So I got to tell you, we need to go back to give them another go.
I bet we can do that.
I think we should. So look, guys, if you're down into the Winter Garden area, Crooked Can is a fabulous place. But I got to tell you, New York Beer Project, Home State, and Persimmon Hollow in Winter Garden, A+.
Winter Garden has 4 very good breweries, all of which have good beer.
So guys, enjoy your beer.
See you next time.
See you next time.